Methodical. The opening moment of an interview often begins with the request, "Tell me about yourself." This is the interviewer's primary tool for observing how you organize your thoughts when you don't have a script to lean on. Our goal today is to build a response that demonstrates that organization. We are going to construct a cohesive story that lasts between 60 and 120 seconds, avoiding the common mistake of reciting a chronological list of your past jobs. To build this framework, you need to gather 3 things right now. First, pull up the specific job description you are targeting. Second, open a blank document for drafting. Third, set your smartphone nearby with a voice recording app ready. Executing this exact preparation sequence puts you in the driver's seat. Instead of walking in hoping you say the right thing, you walk in with a deliberate structure that controls the tone of the room from the very first minute. This diagram represents the most common trap candidates fall into, reciting their resume from left to right. When you walk an interviewer through a rigid timeline of dates, you force them to connect the dots themselves. Instead of a timeline, we will structure your answer using 3 connected parts that focus on the choices you made and the patterns in your work. Step 1. Write out your professional identity. Give yourself a concise headline that describes your current role or the specific type of work you execute today. Step 2. Draft your history. Do not list every job you've had. Select exactly 2 or 3 shaping moments, specific decisions or realizations that explain how your professional approach developed. Step 3. Write down the direction you are moving. Look at your target job description and explicitly link your forward trajectory to the exact needs of the role in front of you. As you draft these sections, keep the focus strictly on your professional evolution. Leave out high school anecdotes and remove personal hobbies that have no bearing on your ability to do the work. Connecting your current identity, your past choices, and your future direction provides the interviewer with a clear view of how you operate. It shows them you are moving with purpose. If you are applying for a teaching or university position, the framework requires a slight adjustment. Your audience is looking for educational philosophy, not corporate metrics. Look at this split-screen layout. On the left side, you need to define the core intellectual questions driving your work. Write down the specific inquiries that anchor your academic focus. Next, explicitly map those research interests to the right side of the screen. Explain exactly how the questions you explore inform the way you teach in the classroom. Finally, detail the methods you use to meet student needs. Outline how you establish trust and maintain consistency when interacting with your classroom. When you weave your research, your teaching methods, and your student approach together, you provide the hiring committee with immediate proof of your academic maturity. Many candidates draft a solid narrative, but lose all momentum at the very end. Nervous silence often prompts people to start trailing off or rambling. This animated diagram illustrates exactly what your ending should look like. Once you connect your background to the requirements of the job, come to a complete stop. Resist the urge to fill the quiet room. Continuing to speak to add extra context sends a subtle signal that you doubt the strength of your own answer. Allowing the silence to hang after you deliver a clean, definitive end demonstrates immense self-control and situational awareness. Now that your draft is complete, read it out loud. You are hunting for any stiff, overly formal language. Edit out phrases that sound like they were generated by AI and replace them with the words you naturally use. Next, take out the smartphone we gathered earlier. Open your audio app, hit record, and deliver your complete drafted answer from top to bottom. Listen to the playback. First, verify that your professional identity is explicitly clear in the very first sentence. Then, check the end to ensure you stopped speaking immediately after your final point. Check the timestamp. This timer highlights our strict boundary. If your recording is under 60 seconds, you need more context. If it stretches past 120 seconds, you are likely listing roles instead of explaining choices. To ensure your delivery sounds conversational, focus on the substance of your story. Speak about a specific difficulty you overcame and how you handled it, rather than reciting a memorized list of achievements. You do not need to perform an outgoing persona. Interviewers look for structural clarity and self-awareness. When you understand the logic behind your own career path, you naturally project a more grounded presence. You now have a recorded, properly timed, and structurally sound opening pitch. In the days leading up to your interview, listen to this audio file during your commute or downtime. You are not trying to memorize the exact words. You are internalizing the 3-part shape of your story.
You have moved past reciting dates and titles. You now have a clear, intentional narrative of your professional choices. This structured opening creates a reference point for the rest of the conversation. It ensures that every behavioral answer you give later feels aligned with the professional identity you've just established.